All right. Good evening, everybody. We are live. Hopefully, you're live. This is Empowerment Google Hangout. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Excited, brothers and sisters, you made it. I'm here, you're here, and the Courage Coach is here, right? And our sister's going to join us shortly. Excuse me. We're happy that you decided to be here with us. This is broadcast number 90. We're 10 away. Monumental 100 live broadcasts here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, over the past cast or 89 broadcasts, there's been tons of valuable information. All we can do is deliver it. Go back and study. Go back, go to YouTube, put in Black Wealth Empowerment, and you glean from this. Glean from this information, brother. We've had the best brothers and sisters guests on talking about personal empowerment and financial empowerment. The only reason why we don't have empowerment, haven't done what's necessary to be empowered. All right. So welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. As I said, my name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas, brothers and sisters, where it's always hot, even when it's winter. It's hotter here than any place else in America. But I'm not here alone. Platform. This is the teamwork that makes the dream work. And delivering this powerful message to you and around the world there's no other than our brother. You know him, I know him as the Courage Coach. He goes around the world empowering people, right? He's living his purpose. He's living the reason that God put something in his heart to affect the change in lives of other people. And he's here to affect my life and your life. No other than Rodney Assad Muhammad, the Courage Coach. Coming in loud and clear. Are you there?
Yes, sir, Brother Dale. I am here. Praise be to Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the Black Wealth Empowerment Live Hangout family. Now, Brother Daryl, one thing I wanted to say right now, and I thank you all for joining us. We're gonna drop the Google off of it. Instead of live Google, it's a live hangout. We hanging out, y'all, but we're doing it live, right? We're not gonna give them no more play. We're not giving them no more props. They got enough marketing and advertising going on. It's enough that we using their stuff. But I just want to say we doing a live hangout. So when we have our own platforms, completely our own, it ain't gonna be, we ain't never mention them again. But praise be to Allah for each and every one of you joining us. And I thank our brother Daryl, for just, again, always having that audacity to go out, to seek it, to find new ideas, new information, new techniques and technologies and things that can help improve his life. And what he does, he'll try it out on himself first. See, this is the powerful tip I'm giving y'all right now before we even really get into the veggie meat of the call. A powerful tip is that Brother Daryl will actually try it out himself first to see if it works. And once he gets some results, he says he immediately goes and starts to share with other people immediately. Brother Daryl has never missed an opportunity, brothers and sisters, to send me a text message or email over the many years we've known each other before we even met in person. He never missed an opportunity to just send me an email. Hey, a new opportunity, something I found that really works for me. Just take a look. No sales calls, no high pressure, nothing. Brother, let me get you into my program. Nothing like that. No. Hey, here's something I've looked at. Well, you want to look at it too. If it's something that worked for me, I jump right in. If something said, I don't think I'm ready for that, then it's cool. But he never said, oh, brother, you need to get down with that, because it wasn't self-interest. He was interested in my growth and development, so he'd always share that. And that's what this platform is about. This is an example of our brother going out and seeing something, being involved and engaged, and saying, this works. Let me bring it back home to the house with my people, my family, those I care about and love. That's you, brothers and sisters, those of you who are watching right now. I am live from Phoenix, Arizona. It's hot, it's sunny, it's Phoenix, it's wonderful, right? And so I'm getting ready to travel, y'all. Now I want to say this, Brother Daryl, I'm getting ready to travel again, back on the road this coming week. I'm doing Albuquerque. I'm hitting El Paso. I'm swinging back through Phoenix. I'm going to bounce down through Tucson, right? And then we're going to swing it back around. We're going to hit some other states. Maybe I think I've got Wisconsin or something, Milwaukee coming up next week and whatnot. Got a lot of great places we hitting over the next few weeks. And then we're going to spin it all the way around and wrap it up in Atlanta, brothers and sisters, in October. Now, if you ain't ready for October, you better get ready and get your tickets, get lined up. If you're in the area, drive in, fly in, roll in, skip in. I don't care, get the bus or whatever. You know, Greyhound go to Atlanta too. Ain't no excuse. You want to be there for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Savior's Day. You know, this is 2016, the Holy Day of Atonement, but it's also our Savior's Day as well, because we're doing a dual thing. We're atoning, and we also honor the birth of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who was born in October as well. So, brothers and sisters, thank you for joining us. You in for a power. Let somebody know we on right now live. You watching us, you got to get on this and let somebody know. So, Brother Dale, I'm going to swing it back over to you. Thank you, Brother Dale. Thank you all for joining us. Peace.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Courage Coach. As always, Coach is ready to deliver a powerful message. Brothers and sisters, we're waiting to hear from our Sister Brandy Muhammad, our membership coordinator. But we want to encourage you to come on in, and you know what it is. This is the new way of learning. This is the new way of learning, brothers and sisters. The old way is going out, and the new way is here. The new way is these live platforms. The new way is this informal way where you're not getting a degree, right? You're not getting a certificate of completion. What you're getting is the pure essence of what you really, really need to make a change in your life. And that's what we've prided ourselves here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live for the last 89 broadcasts. So by pulling back the black curtain and tell you and I, brothers and sisters, what we truly need. What we truly need as black people to build wealth and be empowered. Tell you what you truly need. We tell you, we step on toes, Courage Coach. We tell you what you don't want to hear, right? We had it as 2.5, 3 hours. Well, we condensed that into 1 hour. Why? Essence. Why? Because it's for those that are serious enough to carve out time, because they respect time of their time. We don't have a lot of time to waste, brothers and sisters. We want you to join us and be with us for this next countdown to broadcast 100. As always, we're in the laboratory working on some things, and we're going to roll out some new programs here in the next cast to go to the next level. We've been taught never speak before your ability to do something. So be ready for that, brothers and sisters. We're going to do a lot of things that's going to take it to the next level, and we want you to be a part of it. But there's something you're going to have to do. Broadcasts are opportunity for all of us to increase our muscles, to increase our involvement muscles, our participation muscles, our action muscles. These are things that are constantly required. These are things that's constantly required if we're going to have wealth of any kind. Wealth, it goes beyond money, but money is just an easy way to numerically measure with numbers, and money is numbers, right? So that's one of the reasons why we need to understand from a very holistic, right? A very fundamental thing about money. And take off that charge, Courage Coach, that's on it, that negative charge about money, and put a on it, right? Put a positive charge on it. And that's what we're doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brothers and sisters. You are blessed. You are a blessed people, right? And we want to make sure that you understand that, and then you can act a certain way. Level of responsibility when you're blessed. Blessed with wealth, blessed with luxury and money and good homes and friendship. See, there's some responsibility to that. And that's what we as black people have to welcome. We have to welcome the responsibility, which means it requires effort, involvement, and engagement. And that's what you're practicing here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Now, how you might be asking, well, how am I doing that, Darryl? How am I practicing it here? One, to win, right? That none of us should play, but you have to be present to win. Number two, you have to engage yourself, get involved. About this broadcast, we tell you what, minute share. right? Hey, see those tabs right above your head? Let's do it right now. Let's do the exercise right now. Get into our program. Here's only an hour. Thinking fast, moving right down to the modern time. So go ahead and hit those tabs you see right above you. Those are sharing tabs. Those are tabs so you can pay it forward. Those are tabs so that you can be a part of this universal crusade economy. So go ahead. You see that Facebook like? Just hit that right now. Right of that or next to that is Facebook share. Hit that, put in hashtag BWE Hangout. Hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. That right now. Facebook, do it right now. Twitter, do it right now. Pinterest, if you have a Pinterest account, G Plus, and etc. Go ahead and do that right now, brothers and sisters. And every 5 minutes, if we prompt you or not, set your timer, hit those share buttons and share. Put in the hashtag BW Hangout and whatever your message is. You can put in hashtag BW Hangout and then the theme. Right? And what is that? Leverage is the key to your success. Leverage is the key to your success. Everybody wants to be successful, brothers and sisters. Why not share it with your friends? Why not share it with your friends? If they're your friends, you would want them to be successful. I know I want all my friends to be successful. If not, why would I call them my friend? If they don't want me to be successful. Right, brothers and sisters? Go ahead and share right now. Share it right now. You can't share too much. Share too much. Not when it comes to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. This information that we're sharing here on this platform. You can't give too much when we only have an hour. To give. So go ahead and do that right now, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and do that right now. And we're excited you're here on our 90th broadcast here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Right? As we grow and expand. That's what we're here for. That's what the Courage Coach is here for. I'm here for Brandy. And that's why you should be here. Here with the anticipation that I'm going to get something from this broadcast that's going to help me grow and expand and empower myself, my family. That should be the reason why you're here. The purpose of this broadcast. This broadcast, brothers and sisters, is to raise our level of consciousness. That's the first step. We have to raise our level of consciousness around Black wealth empowerment. It's to raise our level of consciousness. Clearer understanding of wealth. A clearer understanding of what real true empowerment is. What real true empowerment is. I call him a peak performance coach. He's the empowerment coach. He's not a motivational speaker. Motivational speakers, I mean, that's temporary. We need something that it will transfer from generation to generation. That's how something becomes permanent. Last beyond the immediate time, beyond the person that initiated it. That's what wealth is, brothers and sisters. That's what true empowerment is. I have to start being about. Right? We made a full, complete circle now as Black people. Now we got athletes all over again protesting like Muhammad Ali did. Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did, like so many others did. There's a role that you and I have to play. What role is that? There's a role that you and I have to play, brothers and sisters. Share it once again. Tag BW Hangout in your message. Your message, right? Deliver your message. You know, the scripture says, you know, a sheep responds shepherd, right? So your friends, if they're your friends and you communicate with them, voice, your words, the way you phrase things, right? So this is the hour power at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're talking about leverage is the key. Key. Not a key, is the key to your and my success. The Courage Coach is going to cover that. I'm going to share some ideas and concepts with you, brothers and sisters. And remember, sisters, right? You have to do the heavy lifting. You have to do the hard work. You have to take this seeds of words and inspiration and empowerment. It's your job to take that seed into your bosom, take that seed into your spirit and grow it and cultivate it. That's what you have to do from Sunday to next Sunday. More self-enlightened to come here this week from last week is the path. That is the process that we're talking about right here on Black Wealth Empowerment. All right. So make sure you understand it's been another 5 minutes. Hit those share buttons. Hit those share buttons right up there. Social media dance right there. Hit those share buttons, brothers and sisters. You should never come here alone. Come here alone. Now, those of you that have been with us one time or 1,000 times, you know we always ask you to raise your hand. We need to know who's in the class, who's in the classroom, who's in attendance tonight. You go to the private, the elusive exclusive Facebook page. That's right. We have our own private page. It's a closed group. So I don't have no problem with Donald Trump. You have to be vetted. Private. Is that secure? Is that important? Is that purposeful? So you go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Look in the search, put Black Wealth Empowerment, or easier than that, you see that little link below this screen right here? It says livevirtualnetworking.com. It's possible for you. You just click on that, a brand new browser pop up, and you'll be on our page. If you're already a member, you know what to do. Who you are, where you're from, what fraternity, what sorority, I mean, you know, what mosque, what church you go to. Brothers and sisters, represent that which you invest your time and energy and spirit and money in, you should be proud of, and you should tell anybody and everybody. If not, then that's a questionable, right? So go ahead and put that information in there. If you're a full-time entrepreneur, part-time, sometimes, spare time, it doesn't matter, right? It's what we do with our time, full-time, part-time, or not. Go ahead and put in there what it is that you do professionally. Working. It's about networking, brothers. It's about networking, connecting. Social media is to connect with people and to socialize with folks. Here in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page, it's on a social media platform. It's called Facebook. And put your information in there. Connecting with members around the world, doing business with each other, brothers and sisters. That's what Black Wealth Empowerment is all about. Taking the wealth that they already have, that God has already given them, multiplying it, multiply it with each other, multiply it. Unity is the multiplication factor that we need to use, and it's going to help us get empowerment. All right, that's the subject of tonight, brothers and sisters. Leverage is the key. Yes, we're gonna get into more of that a little bit later. We want to roll it over to the Courage Coach and see what he has to say. I don't know if he's been peeping in a private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, but we want to roll over to the Courage Coach as we're starting to get into of the hour of power, where we're going to bring you the goods. So you get ready. You get ready, brothers and sisters. Get your pad and pen and share. All right, let's roll over to the Courage Coach. What's going on, Courage Coach?
Nothing. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nobody doing nothing. I'm just, you know, sitting on the couch, doing nothing because I want nothing. I want to have nothing. I want to be about nothing, nothing. And that's why people talk, Brother Daryl. Sometimes you ask somebody what's going on. It's all nothing, same old, same old. And I don't know about you, Brother Daryl, but that does something to my soul. It does something deep down in my spirit when I hear people talk in what we call disempowered language, using disempowered language. And if there's nothing going on, that's a problem. Because for me, when nothing's going on, that's called death, right? You're either growing, you're shrinking, you're expanding, you're contracting, but there should be something going on at all times, something going on. Even if you say, hey, right now I'm in my rest period. Okay, cool. That lets me know there's some different periods that you engage in, and just right now, resting is one of them. But that should not be a constant state of being. So right now, what's going on? Everything's going on, Brother Daryl. Everything's going on. There's a whole world, a whole universe. But all we got to focus on right now is the planet we on. There's a lot going on. The question is, are we getting involved in that lot going on? So right now, when you're talking about Facebook and a private Lucid exclusive Facebook group, right now, they're pretty quiet right now. And that's one of the things that we're working on, is getting the quiet turned up to a lot of noise. Now, I'm not talking about noise for the sake of noise, but we're talking about noise in terms of a beautiful song. To some people, that be considered noise when all you used to is quiet, nothing, very solemn and kind of reserved environments where everything's just kind of meandering along. If somebody starts playing a tune, it might be the best tune ever written, ever produced, ever recorded. But if you're used to a whole bunch of quiet and nothing going on, then it's going to sound like a lot of noise to you. And then most people, when noise happens, Brother Daryl, they end up leaving the environment and whatnot. So as we start to turn up Black Wealth Empowerment, the Facebook group and the live hangouts, we're going to start to see some people start to get a little antsy, a little uncomfortable. And that's a good thing. We want to bring some people to uncomfortability. So right now, in terms of digitally, it's a whole lot going on. But the question is, are we involved in it? Are we taking advantage of it? Are we finding ways to leverage what's going on out there in the marketplace right now? And I'll just share this quick little tip, Brother Daryl. I was talking with a business associate this morning about some things. And I was telling him, he was talking about some different book things, and some people, another person's book that isn't really moving. And I told him, I said, first of all, the cover's horrible. And I have no problem saying that to people. It's my opinion. They don't have to take it, but I'm just telling them what I know. I said, it's a horrible cover. I would never buy it. I bought the book just because, I figured, okay, I'm being nice. I think I understand what the subject matter is, but the cover was horrible. And I said, it doesn't tell me what the book is about. If I look at your cover and I have to ask you, so what's it about? That's a problem. That's a problem. First problem right there. I got to find you what's it about. Same thing. If you have somebody a business card, they say, so what do you do? Bing, problem. Big problem. Huge problem. Flashing red lights right now going off. Sirens too. Sirens, right? Because that should give you a lot of information right there, a lot of data and feedback to let you know you're not hitting the mark. Right. So I was telling the brother, I said, brother, I said, right now, if your digital game is not strong, you losing. You absolutely losing. Many years ago, Brother Daryl, and those of you that are watching us right now, live or the replay, I say that if you don't have a website, I'm not doing business with you. I don't even want to do business with you. You don't have a website, I don't want to do business with you. At least own your own domain name, your name personally. Like, good Lord, if nothing else, you should do that. If you have children, lock theirs down too. I mean, that's real estate, right? Digital real estate, Brother Daryl, right? And so I was telling the brother, I said, Barnes and Nobles, they lost a lot of these stores closed down, right? Be hard pressed to find them, right? And Borders, remember Borders? They used to be everywhere, Brother Daryl. Oh my God, they were everywhere, right? And they shut down a heck of a lot of stores, right? Circuit City and this store and that store and all. I said, now watch this. If these major multi-billion-dollar corporations are closing their doors, right? These are brick and mortar stores where they sold books. What the heck you think you're gonna do out the trunk of your car? You're gonna nickel and dime hustle, because that's all you want to be, is a low hustler. I get it. You want to be a hustler. Well, I want to help you trying to turn some of that around. I want to help us turn that around a little bit. So we're not just hustling, that we're actually trying to run respectable businesses, right? That people look at and say, wow, you run a respect. That's timely. So Brother Daryl, what's going on? A whole lot's going on if we're choosing to take advantage of what's going on. Brother, I am itching. I am antsy to get to the leverage part. I don't know if our sister Brandy's joined this job. We haven't heard from her. I'm about to send her a message, find out what's going on with her, because I'm fired up, Brother Daryl, and I think the people deserve to hear why you even created. I think I know why you came up with this topic, but I just want, when you said that, I started to really get like, I'm like, ooh, I like where you're going with this. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I'm just pray Allah, you just bless me with something, hit me upside my head, bam, and I'm like, okay, here we go. But I got a few things I think I want to say, but I don't know. We're gonna let Allah move the spirit in me to see what he comes out. But Brother Daryl, thank you again for joining us, you all. Listen, if you have not told somebody we are on live right now, why are you being selfish? Why are you being niggardly? Why are you being miserly? Why are you hoarding the broadcast? Now, Brother Daryl, I'm gonna start banging. I'm just gonna let you know right now. You know, I am still out the cage, right? It's problem number 31. I ain't let it go. We ain't let it go, right? And one of the things I'm gonna start doing is I'm noticing a lot of people want to get on these broadcasts about relationships. Oh, the relationship broadcast, they just, the Maury Povich broadcast, look, you are that child, not the child's father. We want to get on them calls. I get it. Oh, I get it. But I heard something, Brother Joe, I think you heard it too, that romance without finance is a nuisance. But not only is it a nuisance, oh, it's more than a nuisance, Brother Daryl. It's called poverty. It's called divorce. It's called a whole bunch of other stuff too. You ain't got to worry about no husband or wife and you ain't got no money. What, you an idiot? You an idiot. Some people say, well, you can find your soulmate and they can help you. But you think they want that kind of project? So wait, they got with you so they can help you improve your economics. So I'm hoping their economics is right. If not, y'all two broke idiots that got together so y'all can keep being broke. And you hoping something mystical and magical is going to happen one day. And then, boom, we got together. No, y'all going to be a little Raggedy A apartment trying to figure out what to do because you're broke and you're dumb and you got married because you're dumb and you're broke. Okay, that was my rant. So I'm gonna go hard to paint on Facebook on this, Brother Joe. They're gonna be in their feelings. I know people are, but I don't care because one of the things we got to get down, there's some priorities. That's like telling somebody that's 17, 18 years old, focus on the relationship. No. Get your skills up, get your education right, find out what you want to do with your stinking life, right? Figure out your path, and then find your mate in your purpose. But I'd be darned if you focus on that first. You ain't got your act even partially together, and you're going to bring somebody else into your foolishness. See, Black Wealth Empowerment, we ain't talking about, hey, you'll help me. And that's cool. If you got a spouse, that's good. Great. Work that out. Y'all do their thing. But this is a great broadcast to be on. If you got a mate, y'all both should be on the broadcast. So you're going to find out how to make sure y'all in conjunction, in cahoots, and equally yoked when it comes to your financial thermostat, your economic mindset. Because if one person is disempowered, the other person's empowered, you got conflict and divorce is coming. Y'all both got to be on the same page. All right. So, Brother Daryl, that's what's going on. I'm fired up. I'm waiting to talk about some leverage, Brother Daryl. So I'm gonna get on Facebook right now. Let people know we on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Coach. You are absolutely correct, brother. And we're in the same spirit, brothers and sisters. Look now, proving ourselves. This is number 90 broadcast of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Now we're coming after you guys. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, Coach. And he's already out the cage. Now he let the rabbit out the hat and all the other kinds. He just releasing stuff. Release those people, right? He's releasing. You have to be released, brothers and sisters. You have to let go. You have to. And we are here, and we're gonna push you, or we're gonna push you out the group. It's real serious now, brothers and sisters. It's going to become more and more serious. Become more and more serious economically, on the whole social issue. Social means everything that has to deal with society. I rest assure you, brothers and sisters, you have to carve out time for this broadcast, or don't carve out any time. It's either all or nothing time right now. Either you're going to get here early, show up. We're here early. work through technical difficulties. We work through personal issues. We work through everything, brothers and sisters, and we're not going to expect anything less from you. From you. So we're going to purge our membership. Just the Courage Coach and I and Sister Brandy. But if you want to help, we looking for individuals that's going to go into the membership and tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, what's up? What's going on? You're here, but what you doing? You get on the next broadcast, you show up, or we gonna delete you, or we can just delete you now. Which one? What is it gonna be? Because we got to trim the fat, right? It's time to trim the fat. We're gonna do that for the next 10 broadcasts. So watch the numbers go up, watch the participation go up, watch the engagement go up. It's gonna be another breakthrough for Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, the theme of tonight is leverage is the key to your success. Leverage is the key to your success. And we're going to share that with you. The Courage Coach is going to go up next. Is going to go up now. And then I'm going to follow, brothers and sisters. You get ready. You buckle your seatbelts from this broadcast forward. You buckle your seatbelt. You close your door. Task mean you pay attention to this broadcast and you share this stream every 5 minutes. So it's time to share again. Down notes. And you go back and you study. Stop wasting your time, brothers and sisters, being surface. And said, I want to bring to you our Courage Coach, the brother that's here without reserve. He's here without doubt. He's here without hesitation to speak to one is willing to listen to your God-given power and potential to help you see the greatness that you are. He is the Courage Coach, and he's here delivering the message for tonight for you, for the thing that's going to help you with the next breakthrough. So let's turn it over to now the Courage Coach for tonight's message.
There we go. All right, Brother Daryl. Thank you all again for joining us. I just posted something on Facebook. I'm thinking some people are gonna be in their feelings, Brother Daryl. You might have to go check that out. You might want to kick me off the broadcast after what I just posted, brother. I didn't use no expletives or nothing like that. I'm a little more refined. Praise be to Allah. But I definitely said some things that might get some people a little riled up about this broadcast. So praise be to Allah. Now, brothers and sisters, if you just joined us, this is your first broadcast, or what are we, 90? 90? Oh yeah, this is your 90th broadcast. Now, praise be to Allah. If you've been rolling with us the whole time, actively engaged and involved, then that's a beautiful thing. We applaud you. We got to find some additional ways to reward you. We want to find some additional ways to reward you. Working on some things. We're going to definitely reward those who definitely have been, staying steadfast and engaged and involved. Now, Brother Daryl, one thing about this is a thankless job, just like parenting and other things. It's a relatively thankless job. We get the benefit when we get a chance to see our children grow and develop and do some hot things in their life, and we feel proud that they're doing something hot that we really approve of and like. Like, I like that. That's hot. And it feels good as a parent when your child doing something, or they say, hey, I'm decided to do this in my life. Like, you've always been good at that, honey. Love that. That's what I'm talking about. It makes you feel good. But other than that, it's pretty thankless job, and you don't do it for the thanks and the hand claps for your children. Go, oh, daddy, you the wonderfulest daddy. I mean, cool. If they do that, great. But we do this on Black Wealth Empowerment, brothers and sisters. Not for you to applaud us and say, oh, they so great and wonderful. That's not what it's about. This is a very service-oriented environment. And Brother Daryl, a lot of people, those you are watching, a lot of people have come on, they gleaned a lot of things, they started spinning in a certain direction. Now their business is running, they doing their thing, and they moved on to other things, which is great. And all we ask those people to do is always come back every now and then and add to the environment, to give back to that which spent you in that right direction. That's why even Master Father Muhammad, Allah in person, right? This is the supreme being, right? He prays. He prays to the originator who originated all things, because he wasn't self-created. So he has to just give him respect, right? We always give respect to that which gave us birth or gave us some life, put some energy in. So if I bang hard for Farrakhan, Minister Farrakhan, then don't be mad. Don't be in your feelings. Say, hey, that's the brother that gave that brother a little spin, getting going in a certain direction, and he just spent me towards Muhammad, who spent me towards Allah. So don't be upset. Just come back and feed back in there. So I have a responsibility to my minister, to my brother Daryl, and to anybody else in my life who's fed into my life and improved me in some way, shape, or form. I want to feed back. So we're gonna call on those who we fed to bring something back to the table to feed those who are new to this platform. Now, brothers and sisters, I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. And tonight's topic, now I wrote this down, Brother Daryl, because I wanted to feed on it. So I wrote it on a piece of paper where it says leverage is. Now, one thing we don't understand sometimes is language. And Brother Daryl, the Master Prophet Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad, Minister Paragon, teaches us this, and it's in our supreme wisdom, that Islam is mathematics, mathematics is Islam, right? It stands true. And one of the things we don't understand is that everything's mathematics. Everything is mathematics. There's a mathematical equivalency to even things that we don't think is mathematics, right? And so when you put leverage is the key, that means equal to. Is equal to, right? And it's like A is equal to B. That means they're the same. All right. So leverage is equal to the key. The key. Now, to your success, the key to your success, personal now. And so what I did, I said, let me clear some things. Now, here's what some of the definitions for leverage. They say the exertion of force. Now, watch what I'm saying now. The exertion of force by means of a lever or an object used in the manner of a lever. Also, leverage is to use something to maximum advantage. And I says, well, wait a minute. If leverage is the exertion of a force by means of a lever, I had to clear the word lever. What's a lever then? It's a rigid bar resting on a pivot used to help move a heavy or firmly fixed load with one end when pressure is applied to the other end. So we got force, we got pressure, we got maximum advantage. Now pivot. Most people have no idea. Say, well, you know, learn how to pivot, or pivot on your back foot, and all that kind of stuff. Well, pivot means to cause, to rotate, revolve, or turn, right? Now, here's something I wanted to bring to us. Some of you are registered members of the Nation of Islam. Some of you are Christian family, brothers, sisters, and just, and just in truth, say, I ain't with none of that. I just believe in doing right and good to people. That's the best way. And in our supreme wisdom instructions to the laborers, right, or the workers, right? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Master Prophet Muhammad put in the supreme wisdom. There are footnotes, right? Just there's some things at the bottom after get a good sentence. There's some things we want to give you some additional information. A footnote. It's not the main part, but just a little additional information to help you along. It's a footnote with a few words of explanation to lay pressure upon our minds, right? Lay some pressure upon our minds. And here's what it says: of our many errors in the past and present, that we may see the light and walk therein. Now, here's what I want to talk about. This pressure, this force, this rigid bar, right? Rotating, revolving, and turning, brothers and sisters. Here's the thing. If we're going to talk about leverage being the key, right? Leverage being the key to our success, there's going to be some pressure. You can't run from it. You can't shirk it. You can't hide from it. We can't avoid it. There's going to be some pressure. If we want to be successful, see the light and walk where therein, there's going to be some pressure on our minds and our life. And we got to find a way to leverage the pressure. Now, here's something I've said in broadcasts, many broadcasts back, right? When I was just a guest on the broadcast, something I said, we have to learn how to do what I call thresholding, to where you learn how to amplify situations to make them worse than they appear and that they actually are, to generate the energy necessary to make and manifest the change. You got to take something that normally would be considered very simple to some people, and you got to blow it up, make it huge, make it the worst thing ever to happen in your life at that moment, to generate the energy necessary to effectuate some change. Because to the level of pressure will be the level of change or transformation. Little pressure, little change. Little pressure, maybe kind of diamond. I don't think there's such thing. It's not a kind of diamond. Now, you might have some pressure applied in some areas where it's a diamond and got a bunch of coal in it. That's a dirty gem. They'll try to cut it up, chop it up, dig it to get down to where there's nothing else in it. But after you do it all day, you might have a bunch of shards and they just scrap it and it's done because they can't repurpose it. There's nothing to do with it after that. So they have to be very strategic in it. But who wants to apply? Why don't you just get the right amount of pressure in our lives to create the diamond that we want to be, and then we just shine, right? Now we can polish it, we buff it, we just get some nice cuts here and there to really make it, make the glimmers right. But that's something you can work on later. But let's just get the diamond going first. But it's going to come through pressure. One thing, brothers and sisters, that we have to understand with this thing, that leverage is not always external. It doesn't have to be external. We have to learn. I have to learn. You have to learn to create that pressure, that leverage just within our own selves. Don't wait for life to happen to you. Don't wait for life to happen to you. Let this stuff, let it work for you. Create the change. Well, the minister said this, Brother Minister Farrakhan said this, a young brother in, I think it was Berkeley, the minister was talking and teaching and feeding the people, and a young brother asked a question in Q&A, and he said, well, there's not a lot of leaders, and how do we find leaders that we can get behind, and leaders, he went the whole leaders, and it was good. I'm listening to young brother, I'm like, oh, that was a powerful question for such a young brother. I'm like, I like what he said. And the minister said, brother, he said, be that what you are looking for. Be that what you are looking for. You don't have to wait for somebody else. He said, you be the leader that you want to see. If there's something you want to see and say it's this person and that person ain't that, you ain't got to worry about them. You be that thing and say, well, they falling far short of the goal that I want to see. Then why don't I just step up and be that person? And obviously, if I'm seeing it and I'm missing something in my life, then why don't I just go ahead and be that person? Because there's probably some other people behind me or around me that's saying, man, I'm so glad you stepped up. I was waiting for somebody like you to step up. So, brothers and sisters, when we talk about leverage being the key to our success, just understand that it's really about pressure. And there has to be a pivot point. A pivot point. Now, that pivot point is something that you think is some blockage. It looks like an obstacle. You got to learn how to take something rigid, which is your principles, your morality, right? Come on. Your way of being, that's something that should be rigid. It's not flexible. Morality is not flexible, right? Honor is not a flexibility. Integrity is not a flexible thing. You don't waver with integrity and honesty and truthfulness. Those are not negotiables. That's the rigid. That's that bar you're going to use, right? So watch. I said exertion of a force by means of a lever. The lever we use is our righteousness, our principles, our honor, our integrity. In the Nation of Islam, we say the restrictive law is our success at any time. But see, that's a law, there's a pressure, something that keeps us bound to certain rules and regulations that allow us to operate in a certain construct that can guarantee success. But we got to learn how to take that lever, right? Put it up against our problems and push, right? Just go ahead and push. Now, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a little weight, right? But see, the thing is, you looking like this, and I'll tell you all, if you go, and I'll put it in the Facebook group, Brother Daryl, in a minute, that if you all look at that, when you're trying to move a heavy object, you know where you want most of the bar at? On your side. You want most of the bar on your side. Most of the pressure is on your side. The heavy weight you're trying to lift, it's only got a small piece. That's how you're going to get that thing off the ground. So the weight is on us, brothers and sisters. The weight is on you, it's on me. So find that pressure, find those hard places, and that's what you attack. Go after the difficult stuff, the hard stuff, the things that look like they're insurmountable. And you put that lever of righteousness, principles, good dealings, fair dealings, justice, equity, and you pull. And I'll tell you one thing, when you exert that force at that lever, right, the bar, at the pivot point, and you carrying most of the, what looks like most of the weight, I'll tell you one thing, when you pull, brothers and sisters, and you lift that obstacle, that thing, whatever it is in our lives, when you lift it up, you're going to say, oh, that was easy. The reason why is because you didn't try to run away and push away the lever. See, if you run away from the lever and push the lever away, then the lever's on the other side. And that means your pressure, the thing that you fighting against, can lift you up easily and send you up into the sky, out of the way. You want the lever on your side in bulk, not on the other side. Brothers and sisters, I hope something that was shared will help you, help me. I didn't know I was gonna say all that. Look, I have 0 notes. I'm trying to follow my minister. I am trying my best to follow my minister. So 0 notes, brothers and sisters. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar. Brother Daryl, sending it back to you, sir.
Wow, wow, very powerful courage coach, brother and sister. I can rest assure you that you never heard leverage explained like that. I know I've never heard it. I got to go back and listen to it again, brothers and sisters, because anytime you hear something for the first time, you get a very small percentage of what you heard. You've never heard leverage explained like that, but it was clear. We just need to take it in and absorb it to the point that we can rationalize it in our minds and we can share it. And so that was powerful courage, coach. I appreciate you. As always, you did a great job, brothers and sisters. He's done a wonderful job. Reach out to the courage coach, man. Better stewards of the gift that we've been given before we ask God to give us more. Reach out to the courage coach. He wants to help. That you want help more than he wants to help you. Leverage point. That's the pivot point for you, brothers and sisters. So reach out to the courage coach. Thank you so very much, brother, for those powerful words. Brothers and sisters, it's been more than 5 minutes. You should be sharing this stream minutes. Tonight we're talking about leverage is the key to your success. Now, what the coach just gave you, which he's responsible for on this broadcast, Black Wealth Empowerment Live, he's responsible for the inspirational part of the broadcast, right? And I come with the manifestation, if you will, or the monetary part. It has to deal with money. It has to deal with the expansion of manifestation in the material world in which we live in. So we want to talk about leverage from that perspective right now. Leverage is the key to your and my success. Word leverage, and what does leverage mean? One of the definitions that I want to use tonight is it says use something to maximize advantage. Something to maximize advantage. You know, brothers and sisters, when we grew up and we were taught how to read, there was 2 parts of the reading class. There was 2 parts of learning how to read. It was actually reading of the words. The other part was comprehension. So once we learn how to read, then the next step is for us to focus on comprehending what we read. And that comes with clearing words, as it's called, or understanding definition of words. So it says here, use something to maximize advantages. Right? So that means you have to come and understand you using leverage to maximize something that will help you to advance yourself. That you have of resource is given to you so you can advance yourself. Advantage. Just to be mediocre. Right? You don't use leverage to be average. You don't use leverage to follow the Joneses. You don't use the leverage just to get by, just to make it. I'm good. I got just enough. You don't need leverage for that. That's your own personal power to be okay, to be comfortable, else to help you. But the definition says use something to maximize advantages. It should be in a mindset of maximization. Why you and I should want to leverage something. That's the only reason why, brothers and sisters. And we live in a universe that God has placed in the universe, in the world, in society, so we can maximize advantage. right? That which God has already given us to advance ourselves, take maximum advantage of what He's given us, right? So we have to ask ourselves, what is advantage? That's the definition. Thing about leverage, brothers and sisters, about leverage, it helps you to shorten time frame, get more done time, because you're leveraging. It shortened time frame. That's what leverage does. Leverage also it helps us to accelerate a wealth building. Accelerate wealth building. That's what leverage does. So if you want to expand, if you want to live in the fullness of what God has given you and your imagination and thought and your potential, brothers and sisters, you have to use leverage. There is no if and buts about it. To use leverage. That's something that's going to allow you to maximize an advantage. Really giving you for advancement, right? So it shortens time frames. It call it collapse time frames with leverage. It helps us to build wealth quicker with leverage. Now there's everything around us we can leverage. Can be leveraged. Time can be leveraged. Energy can be leveraged, right? Money can be leveraged. Credit can be leveraged. Finance can be leveraged. A person's education can be leveraged. Their spirit, their faith can be leveraged. Everything can be leveraged, but you have to understand, we have to have the mindset, we have to have the comprehension, we have to have the awareness about wealth, black wealth empowerment, wealth of all kind in all areas of our life. But right now, let's just focus on money. Attractive things in society, the two most attractive things, coach, that people like to talk about, they like to hear about, they like to, engage in, is, you said it, number one is relationship. Around relationship, male female relationship, right? Relationship. Number two is money. Folks are slow on the second one. We slow on the comprehension of the second one. We slow on understanding, once we get money, we should still have the same level of interest, if not higher, after we get money. This energy is black people in the pursuit of money. That's when we sit back. And as the song said, you have just begun. It's only the beginning. What can I do? God has given me this to advance myself as an advantage. How do I maximize it? I maximize it by understanding that I can use leverage. Leverage, time, energy, education, money, faith, spirituality, relationships, finances, credit. You can leverage that. Right? But here's where leverage begins. Right? You have other variables. You leverage other people. See, it's about putting together a team of individuals. Teamwork makes the dream work. If you come here by yourself, you are violating the major principles of success, the major principles of wealth, and that's leverage. You're not leveraging this opportunity. You're not leveraging my time. You're not leveraging the coach's time. You're not leveraging my knowledge. You're not leveraging his knowledge. Better in society, what your friends on social media. You got to get it, brothers and sisters. Time is running out. We're going to help you these last 10 broadcast stress, that pressure that coach talked about, slave experience. Many times we're programmed only to perform under pressure, under stress. God will bring you what you need. I need to advance. We're talking about leverage is the key to your success. You have to leverage other people and let other people leverage you. Relationship means back and forth. Understand that you don't mind helping people, leveraging, and you're being leveraged, right? Because what goes around comes around. You're not going to leverage other people, and then when people come to get your help, your advice, leverage what you know, leverage your time, your expertise, and you hold back your hand. Soon that will happen to you. And then you will no longer make progress, and you'll lose the progress that you've made. All these things, brothers and sisters, the most common thing in society that has been introduced to us in the last 20 years that gives us a little idea potential of leverage is technology, is computers, is the internet. But we've yet to really learn how to maximize that to our advantage. That's why we tell you, you got to share every 5 minutes. You got to go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and participate. Technology there. You're leveraging the technology here. Just follow our lead. We're not telling you where you should go. The Courage Coach and I and Sister Brandy are showing you the way. We're showing you the way. He said it earlier. We lead. This works. Come on. This is how we do it. We've been on this for 30 years. Come on. Because we're still on that path. We're still traveling. We're still on that journey. But you got to come on. You got to picking up your pace. Do it. Just get a good grip on what we're doing here with Black Wealth and hold on tight and stay involved. Every opportunity we have, we're going to show you, and we have been showing you for 90 broadcasts, the power of leverage. Being receivers of leverage. Start being givers of leverage. In Black Wealth Empowerment Live and leveraging this so it can benefit us all, so we all can eat. Have a saying, right? Your network, people that you're networking with, the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you share and you leverage with, that determines your net worth. Brother says, if you want to increase your net worth, increase your network. Prove the people around you. Leverage these platforms. Your time, your energy, your spirit, your effort, your money, finances to find people that you can connect with. Reach out to people. Why you don't reach out to me, the Courage Coach? I don't know, other than because you have the light bulb has yet to go off. Right? The light bulb has yet to really go off. If it's gone off, it's probably at a 20-watt, coach, probably at a 30-watt, probably at a 40-watt, but you need enough light pathway so that you can see very clearly. And we expect that the voltage, the watts do increase over time, but it increases on your level of participation and you taking these jewels that we have shared with you the last 90 broadcasts and counting, compound those. That will increase your wattage. That'll increase your output of light so that you can see. And like Coach says, not for you to see and to leave, or to leave where you got the wattage from. Unplugging. You know what I'm saying? You plug in the light power so you can light up the room. Good. The light's on. Now I'm gonna unplug it. I'm gonna unplug it. Right? See. And as soon as you unplug it, it's dark now. Now you can't see. So you got to plug it back in. That's the same way it is, brothers and sisters. That's the same way it is with right here. But too often we get the light, we unplug it, and we just go on that same wattage plugged in at the source that you got the wattage from to increase your wattage. Is The key to your and my success, brothers and sisters. Just broadcast again, review it again with your notes. Don't see, we so busy trying to pull. Let me get my husband, see, he need to listen to this. Let me get my wife, see, she need to listen to this. Let me get my children, see, it's always somebody else. You get it so deep in your bosom to where you walk, you talk, you think, and you speak these things. Courage Coach and myself, 25 plus years and counting. We can share these things at a drop of a dime, coming out of a dead sleep. Right, brothers and sisters? That's how we all have to be. We all have to be ambassadors. And you have to learn how to come back. You have to learn how to stay plugged in. So we're going to reach out to you between broadcast 90 and 100. We're going to start tap you. We're going to come into the membership and we're going to tap you. We're going to leave you a message. You're going to respond. We're going to keep you on the list as a member, or we're going to take you off. 10 broadcasts is going to be a broadcast of leverage. It's going to be, of these next 10 broadcasts, it's going to be about leverage, sifting to find out who we have. And committed like we're committed to the steps in the process of being involved in Black Wealth Empowerment Live and its growth and development. Then there's nothing due. We're not looking for the masses. Few feed the masses, and you already have 2 and 3 counting our sister. We need 7 more hardcore stump down righteous soldiers for this campaign, so we can stop watching TV and we commit to ourselves, our family, and our community. And so that's your message for the night here. Broadcast number 90 at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Countdown to broadcast 100. Through in development, our next expansion for this platform. You've come this far. Don't quit. Quitters never win and winners never quit. Brothers and sisters, thank you for being here. We're going to roll it over to Courage Coach for some final words, and we're going to get out of here because we're about 3 minutes over, and we respect your time because you got some thinking and some decisions that you need to make as it pertains to your continuation here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Swinging over to you, Courage Coach, for some closing words.
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Thank you all for joining us on Black Wealth Empowerment, another live hangout. Now, this is the thing. You got some work to do. We got some work to do. As I'm traveling, I'm going to be doing some things and realigning some things as we get to this last 10 before we spin over to these 100 and more broadcasts. So we're going to start turning it up, amplifying it, and then leveraging the people we do have to produce an even better environment, a better Facebook experience for you all, even a better broadcast coming up for you all. So we want you to stay plugged in, stay locked in. If you watch the rebroadcast, we want you to go into the private exclusive Facebook group and put some jewels in that you pick up from the broadcast. Yeah, you didn't watch it live. I got it. Oh, we see that. But we want you to then, if you do watch it on the back end, let us know you're watching it. We want to know that. See, we want to be able to lift those who are actually participating. We want to lift you up, highlight you, help you. Right? We'll go above and beyond to help you because you want the help. You deserve the help. You qualify for the help. So, Brother Daryl, thank you again for just the platform. Thank you for joining me on this, allowing me to be here with you. And then thank you to members for actually watching and just taking some time out of your busy lives. You know, in the words of our brother Jay-Z, you know, you could be any place in the world, but you're here with me. And we appreciate that. I'm Rodney Saab Muhammad, your Courage Coach. Cultivate the courage to roar. Back at you, Brother Daryl. Peace.
All right, thanks very much, Courage Coach. Appreciate you as always, brother, for being here and being my co-host tonight. Thank you, members, for being here. But it's time to go to work now. Just know that it's going to get serious these next 10 broadcasts. So you get ready. Excited. You should always be excited for what's in store for life. And BWE is here to help, just to be a little corner to help you to put together puzzle piece to your life. Brothers and sisters, we're happy that you first and buying consumable products. So join us on this campaign to take the boycott to the next level. And then with those companies that don't respect us, shift that money on a committed, consistent basis. I recommend, because I patronize, theablenetwork.com, THE ablenetwork.com, freedompapercompany.com, freedompapercompany.com, economicblueprint.org. Money where your mouth is, then you're saying something. If you're not, you're not saying anything, and don't nobody want to hear, because you don't even believe in what you're saying enough to back it with the dollar. Brothers and sisters, as always, we're happy that you're here. As we say all the time, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. Now go out, right, and back that up action. Till next time, brothers and sisters, take care and God bless.